Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Misa and I do makeup uploads every Monday and a Wednesday. Ultimately, I'm crazy about helping you enhance your foundation routine, so I do a lot of foundation reviews, really dive deep into these reviews. But anyway, today we are doing the blush tag. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and keep on watching.
Make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now.
Like, what is a blush tag? That was my thoughts exactly, and I watched Jessica Braun's video on YouTube and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that just because it's simple, it's easy, and who doesn't like blush? So let's just talk about blush for the next 10 minutes. There's basically like 10-ish questions all about my blush collection. You should do this tag too, so kind of answer, follow along as you're going, or better yet, you can even let me know down in the comments down below. You can just list it 1 through 10 which blush matches where. And the first question is my most used everyday blush, and that is hands down, without a doubt, my Patrick Ta She Sincere Monochromatic Moment over open. And it's this color. It's just like this beautiful peachy sheer blush. And what I love about this is it goes on just ever so naturally, just the thinnest layer, because I think a lot of the fears that people have with blushes is that it's just going to go on too thick and that their cheeks are just going to be bright pink, and that's just not the case, especially with this one. So if you're like a newbie to blush, this would be a great option for you because you can't overdo it and it's just super natural. I think so if you are looking for a lot of pigment, you'll want to avoid this one just because this isn't one that you're just going to go. You're going to kind of add layers and see kind of how it applies and keep going until you like it, or stop, earlier. Next question is the most expensive blush, and that would hands down be, so I have this Hourglass Ghost Edit palette, and I believe this whole thing was about $80. I did get it at a discount. Don't worry, I didn't spend that much on the whole thing, but there are 2 blushes in here, and those are probably like my most expensive, but they're so beautiful. What's nice about Hourglass is they infuse everything with this ambient lighting, and so it looks like this glow from within blush. But that comes with 2 of them. If you were to buy a single one of these, it's going to run you about $30 to $50, depending on the size of the pan you get. Granted, Patrick Ta is also an expensive blush that I have. This is $32, I believe, but still, it's not on the highest end of expensive blushes out there, but really great formula. This one, you do get a little bit more pigment when you use it, but you also get those beautiful inner glow benefits as well. Next question is my most least expensive blush, and this one was easy because it's my Maybelline Fit Me blush, and then this is in the shade Pink Rose. Such a great option if you are new to blushes, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on it. You're going to want to see what you think. So this one I've been using for quite a while, and I love the packaging because it's just small, compact. It's not too cheap feeling because a lot of my drugstore compact products, they end up breaking if they're like below $5. So this is about $5-ish, but wow, you will love this. It really isn't too pigmented, so this is also a safe option for you. This is the only color I've tried in this, but such a great drugstore option. If you have any other kind of like cheap drugstore options, let me know. I don't buy blushes very often just because I feel like one blush will literally last you 5 years, literally. So this is me trying to contain myself. The next question is worth the hype blush. Now, there's not a lot of blushes that I've, followed along, like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. But Kylie Cosmetics is one of those products that I'm like, the packaging, adorable. These actually aren't terribly expensive. I believe they're about $20. But there's something about these single set blushes that I am obsessed with. There's something about, bigger multiple blushes that, I don't know, for some reason they don't intrigue me as much as like a cute little compact blush. So this one to me was definitely worth the hype. This is in the shade We're Going Shopping. I actually got this on sale too during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. That's one of the best times to get any of these. This one's definitely more pigmented than any of the other blushes I just showed you, so err on caution when you use this, like go lighter. But the formula to me is really good. It's very consistent, it's not patchy, it's not too powdery, and then this also looks beautiful if you put this in the crease of your eye and want to create some kind of like monochromatic effect. So I really like the Kylie Cosmetic blushes, especially in this hard case packaging. I do have another one that was her older blushes that's in like a cardboard case. The next one is Not Worth the Hype. So this isn't necessarily a blush that everybody hyped up, but I hyped it up in my head. So this is the Cheekathon Benefit Blush Bar palette, right? And I had my eye on this for like a good year. And then I finally took the plunge. It came with a a Hoola bronzer, and then all of these blushes. And I don't know what it is. I've actually never purchased any of these singly. My sister-in-law absolutely loves Dandelion, but there's something about this set that I just feel like they're pressed so hard that it's hard to get like a good amount of payoff. And then like the beautiful sheen that's on the top of these is actually just on the top. It actually doesn't go into the actual blush. So I hung this up in my head. I still like it, but I guess it just didn't blow me out of the water as much as I thought it was. But it's such a cute packaging moment, but I don't know. I probably didn't need to buy this. Next one is a favorite blush from a favorite brand. Like I said, guys, I don't have a ton of blushes, so I'm gonna have to go back to my Hourglass Ghost Edit. I love these blushes, and Hourglass is one of my favorite brands. So these two blushes, one of them is called Sublime Flush, and the other one is Iridescent Rose. So I just think those are my favorite just because, you know, they're a go-to. It's a luxury experience, definitely a luxury price point, but it's something that when I use, I feel extra special. Next one is my newest blush, 100%. I think it's my Patrick Ta blush, actually. Wow, guys, this is getting old. I'm sorry. So yeah, my newest blush is Patrick Ta, She's Sincere, Monochrome Moment. Next question is, what is my oldest blush? Easy. This Kylie Cosmetics X-Rated blush. It's like this corally. I actually don't use this anymore. It was in my pile to actually throw away because it's the first blush I ever used. And it was given to me by my little sister, so I do have like some of those memories. It was the first time I stepped out of my comfort zone to try blush because I just always avoided it because yes, I was afraid of having like that effect. But I used it. It was great. My little sister, like I said, gave this to me, and it's my oldest one, and that's why I'm no longer using it. But for the sake of this video, I thought I'd whip it back out and show you. As to memory blush, I mean, let's just go with this one. So this is the KKW times Mario So Graceful, and this was a fun blush to get because I bought it in the complete set of the KKW times Mario collection, and that's the first time I actually bought a whole makeup collection. I believe it was over $100, so it was a big like splurge for me. So yeah, I mean, that would probably be my best memory. What I love about this blush is the packaging is just, it's on top of it. I mean, it's just this cute little clear case. I just love how compact it is, and the formula is absolutely insane. It's very similar to Patrick Ta because it's just the lightest, sheerest application. It goes on smooth, but you're not getting so much pigment that you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So that's what I really like about that. I don't have like a memory like, oh, I was walking on the beach and my husband proposed to me and I was wearing the, like, I don't have any of those kind of memories when it comes to my blushes, unfortunately. This one is most old school nostalgic, would definitely be the Milani Luminoso blush. I think it's in my trash pile, but I'll put a picture of it right here. This was like the old school, like everybody would talk about this on YouTube. Like, oh, Milani Luminoso. And it's beautiful. It's definitely an Hourglass dupe because it does have like those swirls of that ambient lighting, whatever it is. So it leaves just like this beautiful blush glow from within. So that's definitely the old school one. I've actually thought about purchasing it again, but I've held back because I'm like, I already have so much blushes that I need to use. Last but not least, the most disappointing blush would it would be this Morphe palette. I don't know if it's the formula. So the formula is really powdery. Like, it's not terrible, but you have some of these shimmer ones. Like, it's such a beautiful palette, which is why I bought it, but I definitely don't reach for it ever. And you just had to go in with such a light hand. For me personally, I just feel like the formula of this is definitely quite a bit more powdery than I would like. And so it's just what I don't gravitate toward. Am I kind of disappointed? Yeah, I mean, there's some things with Morphe, like I really enjoy their brushes and some of their other products, but I don't know. This was kind of like, that sucks that I didn't like it as much. Last but not least, I think the last palette I have is the Blush Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this because it has 4 different shades. I actually haven't come out with another kit like this in a couple of years. I've had this for about 2 years. Something you have to keep note with these is that they're highly pigmented. So they are going to pack a punch. So go in with a nice goat hair, really light bristle brush to use these. But like with Anastasia Beverly Hills, the packaging just gets me. I do know that they sell their single blushes, or maybe it's a quad or a 3. I don't know which one, but this is definitely my favorite. I need to reach for this more, use it up, because it's almost reaching the point where I just need to set it aside. And yeah, I guess that was kind of like my speedy blush tag. Let me know your favorite blushes in the comments down below. A part of me really wants to expand my collection, but a big part of me is also like, look girl, I have tons of blushes, I don't need any more. So hopefully you found this entertaining. Hope you found it fun. Let me know down below your favorite drugstore blush formula. There we go. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I see you, yeah, you know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now.